Birmingham, Alabama. Some used to call this the Magic City, but for many who've lived and worked here for the past 40 years, there's no magic to be found. In fact, Birmingham is a city that's been on the decline since the mid-70s. There is no wonder people doubted Mayor William Bell when he announced plans to revitalize the city back in 2010. Today, we're going to look at how Birmingham lost its magic and what it's doing to get it back.
In 1950, we had over 300,000 people in Birmingham. It was by far the biggest city in Alabama that year. And what we see is a gradual decline in the population. People start moving to the suburbs. We got Hoover is established in the 1960s. We've got people moving to Mountain Brook and Vestavia and so on. Well, the city changed during the Civil Rights Movement because the major goal of the Civil Rights Movement was to get people in the African community to be hired in the downtown stores, to be able to shop in the downtown stores, and to also be able to use the lunch counters downtown. So in 1962 and 1963, there were a lot of demonstrations downtown to try to affect that result in Birmingham. And 1963 is the key pivotal year that all of that finally comes to pass. The downtown stores really never recovered from that. Loveman's managed to hold on for quite some time, but the other ones gradually either went to a new location or just closed their doors. Well, the problem was in the 1960s, the iron and steel industry pretty much dried up. By 1970, we were pretty much not making any iron or steel in the city anymore. Those jobs went to foreign countries. Japanese steel was a lot less expensive than American steel. And so the city wisely moved into two other businesses. The biggest employer now in the city is the University of Alabama at Birmingham, and the other big employer is the hospitals in town. We became an education and hospital town.
The Birmingham economy, two, maybe three pillars are responsible for the Birmingham economy. There is the financial services. We have a lot of banks in the city, not as many as we used to, but we still are the headquarters for Regions, which is one of the 15 largest banks in the country. So we have all the major banks are in the city, and then we have Regions being headquartered here. Regions actually is the largest private employer in Birmingham. Then we have UAB, in particular the health sector of UAB and all the other hospitals and health services in the city, which is a major economic factor in the city and is probably going to be the one that's responsible for most of the growth. And then we have manufacturing. Well, the economic impact of UAB goes in the billions in the city of Birmingham. But this is one major economic driver for the city, and in particular the healthcare sector. And that's one of the fastest growing sectors in the economy is the healthcare sector. So that's going to carry the city forward economically in the future.
Birmingham is an economic development agency that serves the city of Birmingham, and our mission is to revitalize places and energize business to create vibrancy throughout the city. We were formed last year in 2012 through the strategic merger of Operation New Birmingham, which was a redevelopment agency focused on downtown, and Main Street Birmingham, which is a nonprofit that's been doing redevelopment work, or revitalization work, I should say, in 9 commercial districts across the city. So those two organizations were using similar skill sets and had similar knowledge bases to do work that we felt would be more efficient if it were concentrated in one agency and used appropriately across the city to, again, revitalize places and energize businesses as a way to create more street life, more pedestrian activity, more investment, more revenue generating potential for business growth, and really just bring a new sense of life to both the city center and neighborhood centers. Usually there's a historic fabric there that is, we believe, something that the city should rely on for maintaining its unique identity as Birmingham, as opposed to Memphis or Charlotte or anywhere else. So Rev's mission is to make those places as filled and as lively as they can be, and in doing that, Woodlawn, because it had such good bones architecturally, and it also is in such a good location in terms of the downtown, the airport, neighborhoods that were stable, particularly to the south. It really just made all the sense in the world for Main Street Birmingham, which is what Rev formerly was, to begin to focus its work here. So Social Ventures is what we're calling Birmingham's hub for social entrepreneurship. We want to attract small businesses, social entrepreneurs, small nonprofits who want to make a difference and do good in the work that they do every day, do community good in that work, and get them to come and work in one place as a way of building momentum, creating energy, and really finding resources that helps them grow their either businesses or nonprofits and fulfill their mission more successfully. So we're going to be providing flexibility in short-term leases, so they'll range from 1 month to 6 month leases for whether you want an open desk or a private office. And as a business grows, whether that business is building a new car wash, a new restaurant, a new food truck, a new a nonprofit that's serving youth and is just developing their clientele and maybe has workshops in schools, but they need office space. We can see that working out of here. Small business lenders who are serving low-income communities. These are the types of people that we see coming together in this place and being able to collaborate in a way and build off of each other's energy in a way that isn't currently possible in Birmingham.
Thanks to the efforts of individuals and organizations like Rev Birmingham, the city has seen some exciting things since Mayor Bell's proclamation.
The stadium and the entertainment system is going to revitalize the city and brings more of that business, those entertainment dollars, back into the city rather than in the neighboring areas and neighboring counties.
We certainly still have opportunity to grow this even more, but we are beginning to see places where you can spend 3 or 4 hours hanging out in a particular part of town. And over time, that's what makes urban life really possible, and it makes urban life occur in a way that really hasn't occurred since downtown retail was popular and common.
There are still doubters out there, but there are also those who know and realize Birmingham has yet to reach its full potential. Maybe, just maybe, there's still some magic left in this city. I'm Stephanie Presley. Thank you for watching.